Hello, happy first day of Shorty September. I'm not going to be able to read a book a day. That's just not how I read, no matter how short they are. So Heather's crown stays on her head as Queen of Shorty September and daily vlogs and all that. First book is going to be this one, Epic of Gilgamesh. I have a post-it in here that shows like where the epic actually starts, and the rest is just introduction and history that I wasn't intending on fully reading. I may just skim through it. But I wanted something especially short for my first book of the readathon, because today and tomorrow are going to be pretty packed days. We're at my mom's house in New Jersey now, dropping off the dogs, getting some lunch. We're going to be heading into the city, into Queens, to check out the Mets game at Citi Field. They're hosting the Dodgers. After the game, we'll come back here to my mom's house and sleep. It is a little bit closer than going all the way home to Connecticut after the game. And then also the dogs don't have to be home alone for as long. They'll just spend the time at my mom's. And then tomorrow we're going to go to the Bronx Zoo and get another day in on the the zoo membership passes that my mom had gotten Owen, and then we hardly used because gas prices were too high. Yeah, so today and tomorrow are pretty busy, so I wanted an extra shorty. I'll let you know how it goes. So as expected, the 1st and 2nd of September, 0 reading got done. It is the 3rd now. It's Saturday. I am home. The kids stayed in New Jersey for an extra day. Nate had to work, so the two of us drove up together. So I'm home alone now. You think I would be busting through the Epic of Gilgamesh. I haven't. I'm like trying to find energy to do anything right now. But I've read the first 2 of the Gilgamesh stories in this collection. And it's kind of a good time. It's like flexing my reader muscles. Like, these are not the types of stories that I read lately. They're kind of like mythology, history, really interesting. I mean, like, really problematic if, I mean, you think about ancient civilizations, just don't have the sensibilities of today in terms of like a major element to beginning the Gilgamesh tales is about how he's the king and how his people are kind of like fed up with him. Like, all he wants to do is battle and claim his first rights to all the virgins on their wedding night, and how like people are getting really sick of that, and so they go and pray to the gods like, can we do something about this King Gilgamesh? And so then this like hairy beast man was created, and his name is, hold on, I want to look at it again. So Enkidu. I think I always want to put an extra N in there and say Enkidu, but it's Enkidu. Or maybe it's not. Who knows how to pronounce it? Someone, just not me. Anyway, he gets made by the gods and lives with the animals, and he's like one with the beasts, and he's there to take care of the beasts, but then he's corrupted by a woman, and the beasts shun him. And then this woman brings him back to meet Gilgamesh, and they wrestle, and it's very erotic, which of course led me to look up the queer themes in the Epic of Gilgamesh. And so I found like this really interesting article that's like, can we call it queer? Probably not, but they are definitely like same-sex soulmates, Gilgamesh and Enkidu. Enkidu, the animal man, the hairy man. But like, can we call it the first queer love story? Not really, because you have to consider the time and practices and things like embracing and kissing, and even two men having sex. Like, it wasn't against the law, it just had a certain place in society, and so there's nothing that they are actually doing that is 100% romantic. But their bond as like these like men above men, because Gilgamesh himself is like 2/3 god and 1/3 man. And so to have an equal, it had to be someone made by the gods in response to Gilgamesh's power. So the next story up is actually the Death of Enkidu, and like I said before, the introduction was something I was just skimming. It took little bits here and there about the discovery of it, the translation of it, the historical context, reading Gilgamesh as ancient literature. And so apparently, even to the modern reader, it is heart-wrenching. So we'll see if my heart is in fact wrenched. But I'm going to go read that now. Book 1 of Shorty September is all done. I guess technically this is a reread, even though I don't remember it at all. I believe I read it my junior year of high school, so we're talking like 19 years ago. No. Yeah. 18 years ago. Long ass time ago. So I remember reading it and discussing ancient literature and its origins, but I don't remember any of the actual details. So like I said, I skimmed through some of the introduction and historical stuff, but I just wanted the story. So the story was surprisingly easy to get through. Heartstrings were definitely tugged with the grief that Gilgamesh goes through with the death of his brother Enkidu. Yeah, and then a lot of it ends up being about Gilgamesh struggling to accept mortality and the fate of mankind. Give it a try. It's short. It's ancient. This is the oldest hero story. This is the translated book. I forgot which shorts those were. But this will go for my translated book prompt. Alright, I will see you next time with the vlog for the next book I read for the readathon. Bye!